resolved. This video has been prepared for educational purposes only. No part of it may be reproduced or copied without the permission of the copyright holder.
Have you ever heard this saying, किताबें भी बोलती हैं? And here we are. Hello friends, this is Shreyans Kothari and I welcome you all to the YouTube channel of Eschand Academy. Friends, in this channel, what we generally do, we usually put the video solution of many books, various books published by Eschand Publication. Generally, we follow a simple pattern. What is that pattern? In that pattern, what we do is, we try to make you understand the whole concept, the basic concept behind the topic. We go chapter by chapter, and once the topic is clear, when the concept is clear, we'll do some of the questions from the book itself, and we do it for all the chapters in the book. And I tell you, you can see this chapter standalone as well. From the book, you just scan the QR code and here you are. The chapters can be seen standalone as well, because in this video, we have cleared the whole topic. And talking about this book, I tell you, this is the book for quantitative aptitude. This is the most comprehensive book available in the market in the country for quantitative aptitude. You name an exam, say for example UPSC exams, you tell banking exam, SSC exam, railways exam, defense exam, NDA, CDS, any exam, even campus recruitments, MBAs, all the exams are covered. This book is full of questions from previous year, mock questions, and a lot of questions. So you can see this as a whole question bank for quantitative aptitude and most researched book, most updated book for you all. So why wait? Here we go to the chapters. So here we are with the chapter number 17. Now this is time and work, and I know many of the students like dar lagta hai isse. I'll try to make this very easy for you so that you understand the concept and you do the question. Very easy concept, so that the only thing is you should know what exactly to be done, what type of question and what to be done. Just do one thing. एक चीज का ध्यान रखना. I'll do very slowly, आराम से एक चीज को, एक स्टेप को समझना, so that आपको चीजें समझ में आ जाएगी. I'll try to relate it to all the questions, so that आप related रखोगे. एक क्वेश्चन कर लिया तो दूसरे और दूसरे में तीसरा, हर तरह का क्वेश्चन आपको समझ आएगा, right? So let's move on to the chapter, right? पहले जो कॉन्सेप्ट बुक में लिखा है उसकी बात कर लेते हैं. If A can do a piece of work in n days, अगर कोई वर्क करना है A को n days में कर सकता है, then A is 1 day's work. Obviously 1 by n होगा, right? अगर फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैं कोई काम 5 दिन में कर सकता हूँ, so फॉर एग्जाम्पल मुझे एक दिन का वर्क निकालना है, so कितना हो जाएगा 1 by 5. आज मैं 1 by 5 करूंगा, सेकेंड डे और 1 by 5 करूंगा, थर्ड डे और 1 by 5 करूंगा, then 1 by 5, 1 by 5. 5 days में 1 by 5 into 5, that will become 1. So you need to remember this concept that अगर कोई वर्क n days में होता है तो 1 day का वर्क जो है 1 by n होता है. Is that clear? Click to you, right? Second is, so A's 1 day's work is 1 by n. उसका रिवर्स चलते हैं. अगर A का काम 1 by n है 1 day का, that means finish his work in n days. n days में वो finish हो जाएगा. Is that all right? ये बात समझ आ रही है? Now what? If A is thrice as good as workman as B, अगर A की efficiency 3 times है, thrice है, then ratio of work done is 3:1 and time taken will be 1:3. That is the most important part of the chapter. What? अगर ratio of work done is 3:1 है, work done इसका 3 है, इसका 1 है, that means ratio of times by this is 1:3. That you need to remember. What? जितना भी work done का ratio होता है उसका reverse यानी उल्टा उनका time taken का ratio होता है. Why is 1:3? Because it can do 3 times more. So 3 times as good as. So 3 times better. If it is 3 times better, अगर ये 1 work करता है, ये 3 work करता है. So time definitely उसका उल्टा हो जाता है. ये एक दिन में काम पूरा करता है, ये 3 days में काम पूरा करता है, right? So this is the basic concept behind all the questions. Let's do some questions and you will get to know how to proceed. So let's move on to the questions. Question number 1, and I guess question number 1 is a very good question. SBI PO 2021 का क्वेश्चन है, that is the recent question. SBI PO है, that means a very good question है also. आराम से एक एक चीज को समझिएगा, एंड मैं इसी में सारा कॉन्सेप्ट समझाने की कोशिश कर रहा हूं, राइट? सो A is 40% less efficient than B. 40% less efficient. Say for example, B's work is 100% efficient. So 40% less. That means 100 minus 40 is 60. So it will be like 60 by 100. 0 gets cancelled. See, this is efficiency of A is to B. That means 6 is to 10. That means 3 is to 5 is the ratio of efficiency. That means time taken will be just opposite of it. If I am more efficient, I'll take less time. If I am less efficient, I'll take more time. Again, I repeat, एक बार और अच्छे सुनो. If I'm more efficient, I'll take less time. If I'm less efficient, I'll take more time, right? So in that case, time taken ka ratio will be just opposite. Like A is to B will be 5 is to 3. So time taken to do work in a ratio of A is to B is 5 is to 3, right? Now what else is said? Who means B can do same work in 20% less time than C. So if C does it in, say for example 100, then it will do it in 80. So time taken of B is to C is 100 and 80. That means 0 gone. 8 is to 10. That is 4 is to 5. So B is to C का ratio है 4 is to 5 and 5 is to 3 is A is to B का ratio. And that is the time taken का ratio. So time taken by A, B, C तीनों का ratio कर देते हैं. Now what is common in it? B is common here, B is common here. Make this as common. Make it a common word. So 4 into 3 and 3 into 4. So let's multiply this by 3 and let's multiply this by 4. So now A is to B and B is to C becomes, A is to B becomes 4 into 5, that is 20. Ratio B is 3, 3 into 4 is 12. And what is C? Like 4 is to 5, so 5 into 3 is 50. So the ratio of time taken by A and B and C is 20 is to 12 is to 50. So for example, now we take is A alone will do this work. A alone will do this work in 20 into X. So A alone will do this work in 20X. B alone will take how many? 12X, because this is ratio of time, and C will take 15X time, right? So this is the ratio of time. Now what is said? If A and B together can work and 80% of work in 12 days. So if you need to calculate, see, this is the total work they can do alone. But if they do it together, just do one thing. Days by the time taken will be the one work, right? Because he has to do some work. He has to do the some work. In 12 days, they'll do the work complete into one, right? So what I say is 12 days divided by A's work, that is 20X, plus 12 days of B, and B is working 12X, will be equal to 1. But it is said that they will complete just 80% of that one, not complete one. So what we'll do is 80% of that one. So 0 gets cancelled out. Now let's simplify this first. We have got 12 and 20, right? So is there anything which can cut? Right. 12 got cancelled. Now here we have 12. So we'll put 6. We'll put 10 here. So what I'll do is 10x here. Now 10x is here, then 6 here. And 10x by x is like 10. So we'll put 10 here. And we have got 8 by 10 here. So 10 gets cancelled out. Right. There's no x. So x goes there. So here we have 8x and here we have 16. 16 is 2 times. So we got x is equal to 2, right? X is equal to 2. aa gaya hamara. Now we can find out the time. Now what is the question? What is the question? Question says that how many days 60% of work, so the work to be done is 60%, can be completed by B and C together, right? Now this is to be done by B and C. So what we'll do is, We'll remove this first. We got x equal to 2. So B and C. Let's see what is B and C is. B's work is 12x. We have to work for how many days? We have to calculate the days. So let's suppose it is the days are y. So what I'll do is number of days, as I did earlier. Number of days divide by how much work B can do. So B can do 12x. So 12x and x is equal to 2. Then how many days? Y days by C. C can do 15. So 15 into 2 will be the 60% work only. So it will be like just 60%, not the complete work. So again 0 gets cancelled. Now this we need to do. So we have 15 into 2 is 30 and this 12 into 2 is 24. Let's cancel out this first. Get this 2 cancelled, 2 cancelled and 10 cancelled by what? 5. Now we have 12 and 15. So 12 and 15 is 60 as LCM and we got 16 by 12. So 16 by 12 is 5. So here we got 5y and here we got 60 by 15 is 4. So 4y is equal to what? 6 by 5. Right? So we'll do the more calculation here. 60 goes there, 5 comes here. Or do one thing. We can cut it directly 5 into 12, right? So 12 goes there now. So 5y plus 4y is 9y is equal to 12 into 6. So 9 is like 3 times. This is like 4 times. 3 is like 2 times. So we have got 8 days. So in 8 days, B and C will complete the 60% of the work. So what I did, very simple manner, जहां cancel out करना था वहां cancel out किया, बाकी चीजों के लिए equation बनाया, equation बना के सारा काम किया, right? So in that way, we have got question number first का answer, 8 days, right? So let's move on to the next question. Here we go. Now A alone can do a work in 12 days, while A and B together can do that work in 7.5 days, right? So A alone 12 days, let's say A alone is 12 days and B together, A and B together is like 7.5 days. Find the time taken by C alone to do the work if C takes 3 days more than that of B alone to do, right? See, A alone can do in 12 weeks, 12 days. So what we'll do is, let's calculate 12 and 7.5. Let's suppose how many work to be done. Say for example, so how many units to be made. So what we'll do is, first do one thing. Take LCM of this. So 7.5 and 12. What will be the LCM like 7.5 and 12? So 12 and 15 was like, as I told, 60. So 60 units. Let's suppose total work is 60 units. Always consider the LCM of these days. Always do that, right? So A alone. So in 12 days, A will do in 12 days 60 units. Right? So in one day, how much will we do? 60 by 12 is 5. So A will do 5 units per day. A plus B will take 7.5 days. Right? So here, 7.5 days for 60 units. So for one day, how many units? 60 divided by 7.5. So 7.5, just remove this, comes 0. We get 75 and 600. 5 into 15 and 5 into 120. So 15 goes directly 8 times. So 8 units. A plus B together is 8 units, out of which 5 units are done by A. So alone B will take 8 minus 5 is 3 units. So this is the work of B on one day. This is the work of A on one day. This is the work of A plus B on one day. And on one day, it will be like 3 units per day. Now what is asked? It is asked that find the time taken by C alone to do that work in C takes 3 days more than B alone to do. Now we need to find out in how many days B alone will do. So B will do 3 units a day. So for 3 units, we take 1 day, right? So for 60 units, 1 by 3 into 60. So get 20 days, right? So B alone take 20 days for this much work. 60 unit के work के लिए we take 20 days. B take 20 days. Now if B take 20 days, he take 3 days more. So 20 plus 3 is 23 days. Is there any option 23 days? Yes, we do have. So in this way you need to understand what is to be done, right? Let's do the next question. Here we go. Question number 9. A can complete a work in 20 days while B is 25% more efficient than A. So B is more efficient than A, right? So if A is 100, then B is 125 efficient. So it is like 4 times, it is 5 times. So if efficiency is 4:5, then time taken will be 5:4. Yes or no? B takes 5, B is more efficient, right? Right. So it is like that. Time taken is 5/4. A is to B. Now B worked for 6 days and left. B ने काम किया और छोड़ दिया. Remaining work is completed by C in 15 days. Find in how many days C can complete the whole work alone. C का alone work हमें निकालना है. Now this is the efficiency given. Now A can complete the work in 20 days. So A's work completes in 20 days. So A does in 20 days, right? Now B, how much time does B take? See, this 20 is A's part. So A's part is 5. So 20 by 5. And what is B part? We need to find out. So what we'll do is, we are just dividing this by 5 so that we get 1 unit. Now, when we multiply it by 4, we will get the days of B. That is 4. That is 16 days. Because he is more efficient, he'll complete this work in 60 days, right? 16 days. Now what is asked? See, for 6 days he worked, right? So in this manner, when we do that, the work was completed. How was the work completed? The work was completed 6 days. He worked and then C came and C completed in 15 days. So for how many days B worked? B worked for 6 days. And what is the, how many days he usually does? 16. Plus B worked for 15 days. And we need to find out how much, how many days he done. So let's say for example, X is the alone work. And that will be completed 1. Why? 6 days he worked and alone he completed in 16 days, right? 15 days he worked, alone he completed in X days. So do one thing. Here we come with 16x and here we go with 6x plus 16 into 15, right, is equal to 1. So we'll do is 6x plus 16 into 15 is equal to 16x. So we'll cut this 16 by 8 and we'll get 3x. So we have got 3x plus 15 into 8 is 120 is equal to 8x. So 8x, 3x goes there. So 120 is equal to 8x minus 3x, that is 5x is equal to 120. So x is equal to 120 divided by 5. Here we go, 12 is like 2 times. We have got 2 here, 20 is 4 times. So x alone can do the same work in 24 days. So is there any option like 24 days? Yes, we do have. So here we go. So in the very simple manner you need to do. What is A, what is B, and you need to do it again and again, right? Here we go. We have got next question on board. Question number 17 for you. What does it say? Raman can do a work in 5 days. Great. Jatin can do the same work in 7 days. Sachin can do the same work in 9 days. if they do the same work together and they are paid 2860, then what will be the share of Raman? Okay, so Raman does in 5 days. So Raman does in 5 days. So Raman's efficiency will be 1 by 5. Now, what is like Jatin's work? So Jatin can do the same work in 7 days. That means Jatin's efficiency will be 1 by 7, right? Now we have Sachin. So we have got 9 here. So Sachin's efficiency will be 1 by 9. So we have got all the efficiencies together. Now, if they work together, so we'll have to find their together efficiency, right? So what I'll do is 1 by 5 plus 1 by 7 plus 1 by 9. Let's see what is it. What does it come? So what is the LCM? LCM like 7 into 9, that is 63. 63 into 5. So 63 into 5, 5 3s are 15, 1, 5 6 are 30 and 1 31. So we have got 31, 5 here. Now if it is 5, 7 into 9 is 63. If we divide by 7, the 5 into 9 is 45. Plus 5 into 7 is 35. So let's calculate this fast. We have 3, 1, 5 here. Now we have add this 5, 5 and 3. So we get 3 here and 1 is carry. 6 and 1 is 7, 7 and 3 is 10 and 4. 143 by 315. That is the total efficiency of all the 3. Now if this is the efficiency, then how many days will it take? You know it very well that efficiency is inversely proportional to the days. So in how many days? It is like 315 divided by 143. This is the number of days they will work, right? Now, if they work for this, the question is, if they work together and they are paid 2860, what will be the share of Raman? What will be the share of Raman? 1 by 5, 1 by 7, 1 by 9. They do it. So Raman's share will be 1 by 5, right? So Raman's share will be 1 by 5. Out of how much work they have done? For 315 days, for 143, into what? Into is the money. What was the money? The money was 2860, because from which the share will be drawn, right? 2860. So 143 into 2 is like 2860. 20 is there. Now 5 when you divide it, so like 31 is like 6 times, 15 is 3 times. So 63 into 20, right? 63 into 20. So what is double of 63 is 126 and 0. So Raman's share in 2860 is 1260 rupees. 1260 rupees will Raman get. So here is the answer. Very basic method I have applied. Why so? Because I know it very well. बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट को इस चैप्टर में कंफ्यूजन रहता है. सो वो कंफ्यूजन दूर करने का बेस्ट तरीका है, सिंपलेस्ट वे मैंने आपके सामने शेयर किया कि ये सिंपल वे कभी भी गड़बड़ नहीं करेंगे. Let's move on to the next question. Now question number 24. 12 men can do a work in 24 days. Great. How many days are needed to complete the work if 8 men do this work? So if 12 men can do in 24 days, right? Now we have 12 men, 24 days. If we reduce the number of men, say for example, if less men are working, 12 men do in 24 days. If there are 8 men, obviously days will be more. So what we'll do is we'll calculate the days into men, so that if that days into men, that days into men will be equal. So what we'll do is, so we know it very well. If 8 men are there, say for example, X days are there, right? Now you know it very well that this time, days and men are inversely proportional. So if they are inversely proportional, what we'll do is, we'll do 12 by 8 inverse X by 24, so that now they are equal. If they are equal, then 12 into 24 is equal to 8x. So we get cancelled. 8 into 3, right? So 3 into 12 is 36. So x is equal to 36 days. That is the simplest manner you can do. simplest manner. Why so? Because in 36 days they will do. See, from the option it was clear that if 12 men do in 24 days, 8 men will do more in more days. So every day was like more than 24. So it was clear. Now how to do? As I told you. Let's move on to the next question. Now we have question number 53. So it is said that A can build a wall in same time in which B and C together do, right? Leave it. If A and B together could do it in 25 days, right? So in 25 days, A and B together can do. So total days is like A plus B in 25 days, right? So 1 day's work of whom? A plus B. A और B का एक दिन का काम कितना होगा? It will be like just a reverse of that. So 1 by 25. So it will be A plus B is equal to 25 days. That means 1 day's work of A plus B will be 1 by 25. C's work will be for 1 day. C alone in 35 days. So C works for 35 days. So for 1 day, day's work, right? Day's work will be 1 by 35. So together they can do for how many days? In 1 day, A plus B plus C's work, it will be 1 by 25, right? Plus 1 by 35. So 1 by 25 and 1 by 35. Let's multiply this 35 and 25. We'll have 25, we'll have 35. So 5 5s are 25, 5 2s are 10 and 12. And then we have 75, we have got 5 here, 7 here and 8 here. So we have got 875 here. And when we add this 35 here plus 25 here is 60. So 60 by 875. What we'll do is 5 se agar kar deta hu, that's 12 like, and is like 137 is like 7. So 7 is like 35. So 35, 37 is 2. So 12 by 175. So total work, right? So A's, B's and C's total work for 1 day is like 12 by 175. Right? Now if A works and B plus C work together, we had been given the first line that A's work and B plus C works is together is equal to same. So A's work and B plus C together is same. That means I can write A's and A's work. So 2 of A's work will be 12 by 175. Why so? Because A work and B and C together work are same, right? So A's alone work, it will be equal to 6 by 175. A alone can do this work in 6 by 175. Why? Because it is 2, so just cancel out. So A's work on 1 day will be 6 by 175. And as we all know, A plus B's work, A plus B's one work was 125. So A plus B's work is 125, out of which A's work is 1 by 175, 6 by 175. So if I just subtract this A's work out of the total work, it will be B's work. So what I'll do is 175 here, and 175 by 25 is 7 times, minus 6 times. So 7 minus 6 is 1. So we get 1 by 175. So B's work alone is 1 by 175. Now what is asked? It is asked that how much is B's work, right? B works for 175 days alone and complete this work. So we get 175 days. Here we go. That is the answer. So let's move on to the next question. X can do a 1 by 4 of a work in 10 days. Y can do 40% of the work in 40 days. And Z can do 1 by 3 of the work in 13 days. Who will complete the work first? This is, I think, the interesting part, interesting question. Let's see how can we do. X can do 1 point. See, we do it 1 by 1. Let's start with the X part. So, he can do 1 by 4 of work, say 1 by 4 of work in 10 days, right? So, if I want to complete this work, I need to multiply by 4, right? So, both side I multiplied by 4. So 4 and 4 cancel. So complete work in 40 days. Now it is done. Let's talk about B part. B says 40% of the work in 40 days. Say for example, if says 40% of work in 40 days, right? So we do 100%. If we want to do 100%, obviously 40 ka 40, 100 ka 100. So it will take 100 days of him. So we are done with the B part. Now let's talk about Z. It was not B actually, it was Y. So Z, 1/3 work in 13 days. So when we multiply both side by 3, because we have to complete this work. To complete this work, we need 3 days. So we got work complete in 13 into 3, that is 39 days. So we have found X, Y, Z, the whole work complete in how many days? It is as if who will complete the work first. He'll do in 40 days, he'll do in 100 days and he'll do in 39 days. 1 day earlier. So answer is Z. Here we go. Question number 60, Z. Now we go for question number 76. A, B and C do piece of work in 20, 30 and 60 days respectively. In how many days can A do the work if he is assisted by B and C on every third day? What does that mean? It means that first day he works alone, second day he works alone, third day A, B, C, all three work together. Again on the next day, for example now fourth day A alone, fifth day A alone, sixth day B and C come together. So in this way we need to find out, right? So what we'll do is, first day I know it is just A working. Second day only A working again. And on third day, we have A plus B plus C. So A will do in 20 days. A will do in 20 days. So if A's work completes in 20 days, for 1 day, his work is 1/20. Same here 1/20. And here it is 1/20 plus 1/30 and 1/60. So let's calculate this first. The third day. The third day it will take 60 as LCM. We got 60/20 is 3 here, 2 here and 1 here, right? So 3 plus 2 plus 1 is 6. So 1/10 here. Now A's work in these 2 days, again 1/20 plus 1/20 is equal to 1/10. Because 20 gets cancelled, 1/2, 1/2 is 1/1. So 1/10 of 2 days and 3. So total work of 3 days. So in 3 days, the work will be 1/10 plus 1/10, right? So will be again 1/10 on 1/10 is 10 here, 2 here. So it is 1/5, right? 1/5. So in 3 days, the work is 1/5. In how many days it will be complete? So 1/5 work, just multiply 5 here, just multiply 5 here. So the whole work gets completed in 5 into 3, 15 days. If they work like this. So answer is 15 days. Is there any option like 15 days? Yes, it is. So do it very simply. I did not applied any trick because I just want this chapter, anyways it is confusing, just do in a simple manner. Let's move on to the next question. Here we go. So in 79, the 10 men can do work in 15 days, right? So let's see. 10 men's 1 day work. 1 day work will be 1/15 because 15 days they'll complete it. So in 1 day they'll do just 1/15. And similarly, 15 women, right? 1 day work. See, they will complete this work in 12 days. So in 1 day they'll do 1/12, right? So in 1 day, if they both work together, 10 men and 15 women, if they work together, they'll do it in 1/15. plus 1 by 12. So what is the LCM? LCM is like 60 we can do. So if it is 60, 60 by 15 is like 4. 60 by 12 is like 5. So we have got 9 by 60. That is like 3 by 20. Now this is 1 day work. So in how many days will you complete it? So in how many days? Just reverse it. So it will be like 20 by 3. So 20 by 3 can be written as 18 by 3 plus 2 by 3. And 18 by 3 is 6. So we can do it like 6 2 by 3 days. Is there any option 6 2 by 3 days? Yes, it is. Here we go. Right. Let's move on to the next question. Here we go. Question number 89. What does it say? A and B together can do a piece of work in 12 days, which B and C together can do in 16 days. If A has been working it for 5 days, B for 7 days, and C finish it in 13 days, how many days C alone will do the work? So what we need to find out? We need to find out that A has been working for 5 days. So A is 5 days. Then B is for working 7 days. So B is 7 days plus C is 13 days and the work is done, right? Now A is 5 days, B is 7 and C is 13. What we can do is, let them work together. Why we work together? Because A and B's work is given and again B and C's work is given, right? So if A and B work together, A and B for 5 days, so we get B and C's 2 plus C's 11. Now what I have done? See, A is 5, B is 5, B is 2, C is 2 and C is 13. I'll write it in a better manner so that you can understand it clearly. See, A is 5 days. Now B is working, B is 2 days plus B is 5 days. C in 2 days. So C in 11 and C in 2 days is equal to 1, right? So what I'll do is A is 5 plus B is 5. So A plus B is 5 days work. B is 2 and C is 2 plus C and B is 2 days plus C is 11 days equal to 1, right? We know that A plus B is 1 day work. It will be like 12. So 1 day work will be 1 by 12 and 5 days work will be 5 by 12. A and B together a piece of work in 12 days. So 1 day work is 1 by 12. 1 by 12 into 5. So what I'll do is, I'll put 5 by 12 here. 5 this and A plus B's work. What is B plus C's together work? Together they do it in 16 days, right? So it's like 2 by 16 plus C's 11 days is what we need to find, right? So here we go, 8 and 1. C is 11 days work. So we have got 1 minus 14 by 48. So just cancel this out. 48 is like 24 to me and this is 7 to me. So let's do it. 24 minus 7 by 24. So we have gone minus, let's take it common so that we get plus inside. Now this 12 and 8 is 48. Now 48 by 12 is like 4 times 4 5s are 20 plus, because minus minus gets plus. 48 by 8 is like 6 to me. So here is 6. So is equal to 1 minus 26 by 48. That can be written as 13 by 24, right? So what we'll do is, we'll have 24 here. 24. So 24 minus 13 is equal to 11 by 24. And what is that? That is equal to C's 11 days work. C's 11 days work. Now if I want C's 1 day work, so C's 1 day work will be 11 by 24 into 1 by 11 because 11 will go downside. So here we go this. So it will be 1 day work will be 24. So if 1 day work is 24, in 24 days he'll complete. So C alone can complete this work in 24 days. Is there any option like that? Yes, we do have, and that is the answer. So you might think कि बहुत ज़्यादा आड़ा टेढ़ा लिखा है, but मैंने बहुत simplified manner में किया है because I wanted कि जितना simple आपके लिए कर सकें. That is the best thing. So here we go for the next question. Here we are. See 99 number question. If 6 men and 8 boys do a piece of work in 10 days, while 26 men and 48 boys can do the same in 2 days, the time taken by 15 men and 20 days, 20 boys. So what we'll do is, see, 1 man, 1 day. Say for example, this work is X and 1 boy, 1 day. And say for example, his work is, say for example, he does it work like Y, right? Now, it is said that 6 men and 8 boys can do the same piece of work in 10 days. Okay, so from this we can calculate one thing. That 6 men, that means 6 into X, plus 8 boys, that means 8 into Y, will be equal to 1 by 10 of the work. Why 1 by 10? Because they will take 10 days, so 1 by 10. In the similar way, the second equation will be like 26x plus 48y will make it 1 by 2, right? So we have two equations. Let's try to solve them up. What I'll do is, we'll multiply this by 6. So we'll get 36x plus 8 into 6, 48y is equal to 6 by 10. Now do one thing, just put that here and do a minus here. Minus 26x minus 48y minus 1 by 2. Just we had this equation here. यहाँ पे हमने equation को लिखा and हमने इसको minus कर दिया. So 36 minus, see this is 10x and this is like 10, 6 minus 5, right? So 10x is equal to 1 upon 10x is equal to 1 by 10. So x is equal to 1 by 100. X we have 1 by 100. Just put this value in this equation, say for example 6x wala. So we have got 6x plus 8y is equal to 1 by 10. So 6 by 100 plus 8y is equal to 1 by 10. So 8y is equal to, do one thing, 1 by 10 minus 6 by 100, right? Because see, this 6 by 100 goes there, becomes minus. So 8y is equal to, I'll put 100 here. So 100 here, 100 by 10 is 10. 100 by 100 is 1. So we'll put like that 6 here. So 8y is equal to 4 by 100. That means 2 by 100. Sorry, 2 here, not here. Right? So y is equal to 1 by 200. So y does it in 200 days, x does it in 100 days. Now what is asked? X and y are like number of men and boys. Now it is said that time taken by 15 men and 20 boys. So do one thing. 15x plus how many boys? 20 boys. 20 boys. So this will be the 1 day's work. 1 day's work will be 15x plus 20y because 15 is the men and 20 are the boys. So 15 by 100 plus 20 by 200 because y is 200. So let's do it. Now here it is 200. 200 by 100 is like just 2. So 15 into 2 is 30 here and 20 here. So we get 50 by 200. So 50 by 200 is 1 by 4. So 15x plus 20y, that means 15 men, 20 y's, 1 day work will be 1 by 4. So in how many days they will complete? Obviously into 4 we do. So in 4 days we will do. So the answer is 4 days. Is there any option like 4 days? Yes, the first option itself is 4 days. So in this way you need to calculate. See, basic funda वही है, days efficiency. वो समझ आ जाएगा तो सारे questions easily हो जाएंगे. Let's do another question. Here we are with 103, question number 103. What does it say? Rosa can eat 32 rasgullas in 1 hour. Her sister Leela needs 3 hours to eat the same. How much time will they take to eat 32 rasgullas together, right? So do one thing. Rosa can eat 32 rasgulla. So in 1 hour, she eats 32 rasgulla, right? So in 1 minute, she will eat 32 by 1 hour. 1 hour is like 60 minutes. So Rosa's 1 minute task will be like this. In the similar way, 3 hours for Leela, 32. So in 1 minute, it will be 32 by 3 into 60. 3 into 60 is 180. So Leela's 1 minute will be like this. So if they need to eat 32 rasgulla, right? So what we'll do is 32 by 60, 32 by 180. Because they'll eat these much rasgulla in 1 minute. In 32 minutes, they'll be multiply like that. So what will we get, right? So we have with us 32. Okay, do the calculation first. 32. Leave the numerator as it is. We'll do one thing. 180 here. So 180 by 60 is 3 times. So 32 is like 96 plus 32, right? So we will get one thing for sure. 180 into 32 divide by 96 plus 32. What I did is 180 goes there because there is upon, just do by multiply. So first we need to calculate this. 2 and 6 is like 8, 9 and 3 is like 12. So 128, 180 and 32. So 32 into 4 directly gone. Now this 2, this 90 and this 2, the 45. So 45 minutes will take them to eat 32 rasgullas together. 45 minutes. Is there any option like this? Yes, we do have. So finally we have got that answer also. Let's move on to the next question. Here we come to the last question of the exercise. First, a man and a boy received 800 rupees as wages for 5 days for the work they did together. The efficiency of the man was 3 times that of boy. So boy's efficiency, man to boy, is 1:3, right? So what are the daily wages of the boy? We need to find out the daily wages of boy. So in that ratio, the money will be divided 800. So 800 is the total amount. And the total work is 3 plus 1 is 4. And out of that, boy will receive, see, that is the work done. So efficiency will be 3:1, right? And out of that, 1 will be received by boy. So 1 will be received by boy. So 800 by 4. So 800 by 4 will be 200. 200 for 5 days. Because they work for 5 days. So for 5 days he worked and he got 200 rupees. For 1 day, because they want the daily wages. So 200 by 5 is like 40 rupees he earned. He earned 40 rupees per day. And that is the answer, my dear friend. Let's move on to the next thing. Now we have arrived to the next part, that is second part of the chapter, that is data sufficiency type question. In this type of question, as you know all of them, that we have a question, we have data. What we need is which data will lead to the answer. That is it. Answer is not important. Which data will lead to the answer. So here we go with the questions. Here we have question number 6 with us. All the options are same. Need not to repeat anything. Now, is it cheaper to employ X to do a work than Y? Right. First, X is paid 20% more per hour than Y. but Y takes 2 hours longer to complete the work. So Y takes 2 hours longer and X is paid 20% more. So the efficiency of them is not given in a proper order, because it is like 20% more per hour than Y. That is okay. But Y takes 2 hours more longer. So we cannot compare, like, because Y is taking long time as well, taking less. So we cannot compare. See, X is paid 80 rupees per hour. So we don't know about Y thing. So both are irrelevant. So answer will be 4. That data will not be giving, data will not lead to the answer. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, question number 10. What does it say? It is the Bank PO 2005 question. It says that how many days 10 men will finish the work together? 10 men. Only 20 women can finish the work in 16 days. So, women is not asked. Right now, it is not of use. 4 men, 6 women can finish the work in 16 days. Now, we are talking about something. 4 men, 6 women can be doing. Only 12 women can do this. So, we can get women's 1 day work. That we can put it here, and then 4 men can be done. So, adding together, these two will sure give the answer. I am very much sure that answer will be given. But still, I don't want to write anything. Why? Because that will be a waste of time. भाई आपको 4 men 6 women का दे रखा है, 12 women का वर्क दे रखा है, 1 woman का वर्क निकाल लोगे, 1 woman का वर्क यहाँ रख दोगे तो 6 men का आ जाएगा, 6 men का 4 men का आ जाएगा तो 10 men का आ जाएगा. That means together they are sufficient. So question number 10 का आंसर आ जाएगा 5. And still I am not interested to find the answer. Let's do last question, one more question, and we'll finish the chapter. Right. It says that in how many days can work be completed by A and B together, right? A alone can complete this in 8 days. Great. So A's work is given. See, this is, I don't think, very much tricky, and you need to solve. First thing is, for sure, you don't need to solve the answer the question. See, A alone is given and A and B together given. So this will for sure give you that if they work together, because A is alone given. A and B together we can find out with this. In the similar way, second and third can be done, because here B alone is given. Now what about first and second? First A alone, third A alone. Obviously together we can do. So any two of them will give the answer, if you understand my point. See, we have 2 equations and 2 unknown. This A alone, B alone will complete the work. Out of that, A alone can be done. This B alone will fight. A alone, B alone, get the A and B together. So first and second done. Similar way, second and third done. And first and third also done. So in this way, you can do all the questions. So any two of them. So in this way, we have come to an end of a very important chapter. And I have tried to simplify every concept for you, so that you can do any question, efficiency, work, time, days, anything. So in this way, you must do all the remaining questions, right? And as I say always at the end, that do share all the friends of your network, and let's spread the beautiful fragrance of R.S. Agarwal S. Chand publication, Quantitative Aptitude book. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next video.